Okay, I don't know if that's a Nigerian name. Do you want to read it and verify?
Whoa.
Because if that is, you men are done bad.
Nah.
That looks Nigerian to me.
Why are you looking at me, bro?
Let me check. Let's Google the name.
Don't.
No, because we must.
No, time.
Yeah.
You
Ooh.
need to check.
Oh. This ain't got hoped.
Oh, she's Jamaican.
Wait.
Bring it back.
But
Give me that phone. Give me that phone. Don't try it. Don't try it.
I need to. I must double check it.
Give me that phone, bro. Don't you?
What have I done? I've led my people astray.
Give me the phone, champ.
Show the camera. Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of Expect Foolishness.
All right.
Excuses make today easier and tomorrow harder. But discipline makes today harder, but tomorrow easier.
Bow. That's the Wale that I need to be seeing on a regular
Wale
basis.
like the rapper.
Bro, that's it. Fire.
There
Let's
we go.
move on.
There we
That's
go.
the starting.
We found our groove.
Let's go.
There we
Talk to
go.
me. What's
Locked
going
in.
on? How is the room?
Good, bro. I'm all right, man. It's my little man's birthday.
Come on.
Little man's birthday this weekend. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Birthday, fam.
Yeah, man. Marley's out here, 7 years old, fam. Brother. Yeah, it was good. It's you know, your kid's birthday is always that reminder of how fast time is flying.
Yeah.
Because straight away I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, wait, 7 years ago?
Yeah.
It's mad. But no, it was good, man. He had a good time. I did get to witness one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life, though.
Talk to me.
So my boys got into a fight with each other this weekend.
Oh, snap. It's the first one that you...
First proper scrap, and I felt like the little one knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Like 7 and 1.
Wow.
So we
this is
understand.
Kobe, man.
Kobe ain't playing. You know what it is, yeah? You understand the little brother dynamic. Little brother's been used to being the smallest person in the equation for so long now, it doesn't feel like a gap that's respectable. Like he's just, I want it.
Yeah.
Why do you get to have it and I can't have it?
Yeah.
And I watched this play out, right? So there's a toy that, and I think I rarely ever see my son Marley play with it, but this day he's playing with the thing and he's trying to make it balance, like standing up. Kobe's not having none of that. He wants the toy that he regularly plays with and he grabs after it. So I'm seeing this and he's like, he grabbed Marley and he's probably trying to go for it. So I went, hey, like, stop, you lot don't fight each other. This is silly. He's looked at me as if he understands, but like something's not computed to the point where he's like, once you look away, I'm going back to this. So straight away, I've gone back like chilling, boom, straight back to it. I'm hearing Marley's like, oh, stop, you can't have it. Da, da, da. He's grabbing Marley's arm and then trying to grab the thing. I'm like, bro, you're really fighting this thing. So now I've had to get up and be like, aye, stop, now stop. So then he's like, he stood there, he's held looking at me. Marley's back to play with it. He's balanced his thing up. I watched him, he's held eye contact with me with his other hand and just went, bang, smacked the toy over and walked off. Holding eye contact with me. I said, yeah, yo.
I told you, naming your son Kobe, that Mamba mentality that you wanted to... Bro, I knew it was mad. I said, bro, Kobe, yeah.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing, bro.
That reminds me of that meme where it's like chances of being killed by a child. It's like it's never quite zero.
It's never quite zero.
Because he didn't like the way you handled any of the skirmish.
He
didn't like it, bro.
He felt so targeted.
Yeah, because not once did he tell Marley, you raw, like, let him play with it. He's like...
Listen, wait. So you're going to see me struggling and still side with him? Bun the game.
He said, oh, you're up too.
Mad.
You know what's crazy? So you had it was your little man's birthday party. My daughter was waiting till we moved. So it was so, bro, I fumbled. I'm gonna say this right now. Room fumble. Brother, books, thunder, invite, Canva, this, that, and the other. She said, send it to you, man. She literally said, send it to you. Forgot. I forgot. I ain't gonna lie. I forgot.
There's more.
Wait, it's only he commented on something else. Was it a garden thing?
I mean, he was gardening. He was trying to fade the lawn like it was a trim. He was trying to give it like it was. I've never seen a man. I don't know what he was doing with the lawnmower, but They go in straight lines generally, or around in a circle or something.
Man said I was hoovering it.
Nah,
Someone said I was hoovering the lawn, bro.
he had it at an angle.
So funny.
And it just made me think of a barber trying to
That's right.
fade the.
He tried to fade the garden, bro.
Brother, wait.
He tried to do the Arsenal grounds.
Wait, no, too much happened. This actually, when I actually deep it, yeah. So I've done that. He's left a comment, yeah, and it's hit me. Shit, I invited Wally. Called him immediately. I goes, Wally, where are you? You gotta get here. He goes,
You gotta get here, you know.
He goes, I'm not in the country. I'm in the Netherlands. I said, oh, thank God. Then he goes, have you invited Travis? I goes, no, he's doing his show.
That's so funny. And the thing I was around.
He was around.
That's crazy.
I took it off because of my son's birthday.
It was a mess. No, honestly, that's, assumptions. Because I said nothing to you because I was like, I know you're working. And then, but I was supposed to, book said, send it to you, man.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And you know what's mad? It's seen on your story. I couldn't compute that it was her birthday because I'm thinking, that's not this weekend.
Yeah.
Bro, I've watched the story and it took me to the next day to message her and go, bro, it's not her birthday this weekend, is it?
Because that was our children's birthday the same time. I would have locked that in.
Yeah, that's
what he said to me.
Yeah, I was like, how? Have I missed this?
Do you know what's funny? I was seeing them do stuff and I was looking at them as individual activities. And until he called me, it didn't fully register that he was getting ready for the birthday.
Fam!
I was just like, oh yeah, he's mowing the lawn.
It's when I saw the balloons.
He set up these balloons. And I was like, that's kind of like party balloons. Yeah. But it was a passing thought. And then it was...
Bro, I felt literally, I was
That's
like...
so funny.
Oh my God. But then anyway, moving the story on, yeah. I'm a girl dad. I officially know now. Boys, they play different. Boys are wild, bro. Like, you know when boys are tired, it gets worse.
That's right.
Yeah.
As in they're out of control.
That's right. Because tears, and sometimes the tiredness can make them go harder with the playing.
Yeah.
This is what I saw.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So now they wanted to scuff, they wanted to fight. They was doing, like, when Annie's tired, let's put on That's So Raven. She wants to lay on the couch with me. It's chill. Like, it's a different experience, bro. Those boys, yeah, I learned a lesson. And then because we're vibes, yeah, I was the child entertainer. So I had literally, usually, kind of parties, like in these areas and stuff. It's a 3 hour thing. You take your child for a party for 3 hours. Oh, yeah, you go home.
You wrap it up.
It's very punctual. It's like
what? Parents were still in my house at 9:30.
It's like Church of England church service. Just
9:30.
But you had so these were black kids that had come over, yeah?
No.
So the parents were just coming over chilling.
Listen.
So you telling me you didn't have an after party DJ that was taking these free to
I had
midnight?
the music. No, I was the I had literally, and I told Annie, I goes, because I had prizes and stuff.
So you was doing this party like a Jamaican christening?
Yeah.
Because that will run through to midnight.
Literally, no. People left. There was rum punch. It was a proper thing.
That's funny.
It was not. It didn't end till I think the people started leaving at like 10:30.
But isn't that just like an old school like we used to have a kids party, kids or a hall party. It starts off as kids, they dance and stuff, but then there's a point where it's like, okay, this isn't really for children now.
From 9:30, 9:45, the DJ set is now here. The front room is now that's the adult spot.
It was still, the kids were still, it was mental. I'm not going to lie to you, there was way too many children in the house, but incredible experience. I think it was mad because we brought that African energy to the ends that I live in now.
That's funny.
Yeah. So they're having puff now. We didn't do we gave out the
party bags of puff.
Yeah.
I'm
they had all of
Did you have take home?
Huh?
Like take home the rest.
Yeah, people was enjoying, bro. People was enjoying it.
You know, when the Tupperware starts coming out, like ice cream tubs and...
No, but remember, it's not like, look at the area I live in.
All right.
So it was
like an interracial
kind of... They was just learning
inter-community.
That's dope.
Like eating suya in that, bro. It was amazing. Yeah, bro.
It's delicious.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Wait, what's in there? It's not too bad. It's all right.
Introducing puff as a Nigerian donut is the funniest thing as well. Yes,
it's like a donut, but there's no sugar on it. It's still sweet. They must put the sugar inside when they've mixed it in. Yeah, I know, it works. I like it. Yeah, it's not bad.
That's like the first time I tried jollof as well. It's like, it's a bit spicy, but
it's home cooked meal. First time I had a home cooked meal.
That'll go well with a bit of fried chicken, I think. Hey, listen, no, you know what's jokes here? So, recently, my son's become a massive fan of Conor Ben.
Really?
Yeah, off the back of the fight. Couple that with the game on PlayStation.
Which one? Marley,
yeah.
Yeah.
Couple that with PlayStation. He plays with Conor Ben all the time. For some reason, he's just drawn to Conor Ben. So he's seen the Chris Eubank fight and that. Even though he lost, still rates him to the max. Like he's not having anything. Yeah. So we were playing the game this week. Yeah, and I was like, I know him, you know. And he's like, no, you don't. I was like, nah. He goes, you know, the real Conor Ben. No, you don't. I was like, okay. So then I've gone through my connects.
Yeah.
Spoke to him. I was like, yo, bro, little man's birthday. He sends a video. I played it to Marley just on the morning of his birthday. He's watching the video. And bro, the shock on his face.
Yeah.
Conor Ben's there like, hey, what's up, Marley? How you doing, champ? Boom. Heard it's your birthday. And da-da-da-da-da. Brother, he's literally on my arm, still watching this video like, you know Conor Ben. Now he thinks, I know everybody.
Yeah.
Man said to me, he goes, for my next birthday, can you ask Will Smith to say, have you... I said, hey. As he hit the Will Smith, I tried to intervene. He goes, can you get where I said Kev on stage? Yeah, I can. He's like, no, I said, no, you mean Scorcher? Like, Obachi. Yeah, I could get, I know him, man.
You know what's so funny? To the main character part of me, yeah, just please tell me you showed him my clip before you showed him the Conor one.
It was different parts of the day. Because remember, I spoke to you later in the day.
Thank God. Because the disappointment after, I've got another video. Is it you, man?
It's just like a KG.
Uncle KG.
I see him all the time.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's funny. No, but Conor Ben was first thing in the morning, so I had that from the night before.
My video didn't hit, man.
No, but you man was singing it was funny, so
yeah, still.
They had him and his missus and Eddie doing ad libs, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, you man did your thing still.
It didn't hit.
Cool. It still didn't hit though. It's
didn't
like
hit.
your shit.
It didn't have him speechless. No, it didn't have him speechless.
Wait,
he would expect Uncle KG to say happy birthday, bro.
Wait, did you watch the whole video though? Or was you just like, okay, we can fish it later?
Oh yeah, no.
That's funny. That's funny.
Hey, Ole, you got any updates? Any little life update?
I saw a windmill for the first time up close.
Was it?
Holland. Yeah, this is. I posted this on my story because I've been to Holland so many times, like well over 10 times. Like I've been there a lot. I don't even know how many times, but I've been there a lot to the point where it doesn't even really feel like a holiday. It's we went for like a walk, went around an area called like Zola, where my sister-in-law lives and stuff. So and that, taking up this, but yeah. So it was just cool to actually see like one close up. So I did a little bit more of the like touristy kind of stuff. And
was you trying to understand the windmill, like everything about it?
The technology behind it.
Losing his mind when he saw that windmill.
His engineer brain went crazy. Oh my gosh! So the talk probably comes from the east.
No, it was changed, so I couldn't see it spin. But I was like, it's cool to see it like there and in. Like, do you know what I mean? Because you go to Holland, they talk about windmills, but you don't see them in person.
Your mind definitely tried to analyze it, but the chain blocked that whole experience for you, innit?
How bad did you want to cut that chain?
Oh, it's got the chain.
Let me free.
Hey,
I got a video for you like that. I need you to hear, because it's just gonna move everything on. This is like, and again, Trav, as like us Africans, this has nothing to do with us. I want to say that. I want to put that out as a disclaimer.
Okay. Why? Yeah? Why do you feel the need to say that? I
just feel it's important.
There's a part of you that feels incriminated by this somehow.
I don't.
Culturally,
I don't know.
Culturally, yeah, you wouldn't say that. You wouldn't say that for no reason.
No, it's mad, and I don't even want to associate.
Watch the clip. I want to hear the clip now, based on the nonsense you just said.
All right, cool.
How many women, wives, and girlfriends have messaged me since that video I made about hygiene? And I'm just there thinking, tell the men, tell the men to change their boxers every day. And me, I know they preach waiting, I know they practice. So I'm just there thinking, this sounds very neat, very clean, but every day? You mean, say, it gets some men where they change their boxers every day? I won't like that when they change boxers every day. As neat as it sounds, it doesn't sound practical. First of all, as a person,
First of all, as a
Well,
person.
I love it.
I like
Go.
to wear boxers because anything that clogs my I can't wear skinny jeans. I like fresh air going in and coming out. Now, I cannot tell you here that I change my boxers every day, maybe 3 times a week. But for me to know that it's time to change my boxers, I put my hand here. Now my hand there, when I put it in my nose. If myself cannot handle this, I know that it's time to change my boxers. But every day,
Brother,
it gets some men when they change boxers every day.
you can turn this off now. I want to say absolutely, he's defo incriminated your culture in a madness, by the way.
Wait.
You tried to separate yourself.
Do we know
from
where-
this.
Do you know
do we know
what?
where
I
he's
had to
from,
speak Yoruba, so Wale, at your door. Wale, at your door.
Do we know like what part he's from?
He's Yoruba.
One of you men need to explain.
No, I'm Delta.
Where did he come from?
Wale's far.
I was born here, mate. So. I'm joking. I'm proud of my Nigerian
No,
heritage.
you know,
That's-
no, I'm not gonna lie.
That's diabolical, bro.
No, you say that
Every
thing.
day, bro. The shock in that for him is insane.
Bro, he says he puts his hand in his trousers like this.
If
yeah,
he can't manage-
and he goes, if he can't manage, then he knows he has to change his boxers. You tramp.
He
What
said
about
it's
on a
not
hot
practical.
day? What about on a hot day?
Bro,
What about a hot steaming day? Central line.
even a cold
And he wears
day.
skinny jeans.
Even a cold day.
No, I'm just saying. You know when
I hear
they
what
say
you're
he
saying.
doesn't wear skinny jeans, but I'm saying moisture, bro.
Well, where you go, gym? What's going on here?
Wait, is this? Wait. Is this in Naj?
No,
Bro,
it doesn't seem so.
It's looking kind of. He's hairish, bro.
Listen, even if,
No, it's looking like a flat. It's looking like a flat in the UK.
hey, listen, all I gotta say is this: you men need to explain it.
No.
Come, man, don't know
You
that.
said when black people do foolishness, it doesn't speak to the blacks.
but we-
that's on him.
We must.
No. We're not
be
going to do
able
that. No,
to segregate
no.
by location.
No, we can't segregate. That's,
If he was
he's
Jamaican,
nasty. Bro.
you would have put that charge
I
on
think
me.
us as a people need to stand together.
There you
in these
go.
Difficult
Him-
times.
That's right. You
This-
all the Nigerians need to
we
get
need to collectively understand
as a
what's going
team,
on.
No, bro.
as a tribe. We need to locate.
See, when you say tribe,
'Cause
and then
now,
I have to
Wale-
step out of it.
Wale,
As a tribe, all I'm saying, you can't do that after the Unity Cup. You can't do that here after we won.
that result's been overturned. Jamaica by penalties. Oh wait, I don't care.
Shit, Jamaica by
7-6.
Hygiene. Because what is that?
Jamaica
today?
win by Hygiene.
That's
Absolutely.
mad what he's done today. But I'm
that's
saying
insane.
no. I'm saying I'm so disappointed. I was so mad.
How old is he?
Old enough to know better. You see when women
He's got a beard.
He's a man.
You see when women speak about male hygiene, yeah, it's because they've come across someone like this in their life at some point.
I get it now because you think who's really like that, but then there's people that
And not just like that on the mains. On
He's
bro,
proud.
he's proud to the point he's willing to debate people.
Do you reckon Bonnie? This is the first one Bonnie Blue will say I can't do that. Do you reckon? No, because is there levels to her? Like, you know, she's
No,
nasty.
that will take Body Blue out of her rhythm on the day.
This is what Bonnie Blue
Everybody's
means.
everybody's just in there one by one by one.
every day.
Donnie comes in there with the sour vinegar energy. Bonnie Blue's like, stop, stop. It's hard.
It's hard, bro. Come like a fantastic. She come every day.
Diabolic.
Bro, when you see his hand in his trousers, he goes,
That's-
nah.
Wait, is he a comedian though? Are we sure this is not
It's
just
not
satire?
comedy. It's not comedy.
It's not comedy. Where was the punchline?
He was more shocked at people changing their boxes every day.
Diabolic. work.
I wonder what the refresh rate is for him then.
His boxes.
It sounds
are
terrible. He said
nasty.
3 times a week.
His boxes are nasty, bro.
Some men only go gym 3 times a week. Yo,
treating your boxes like gym is crazy.
This is come like you know, like in is it Victorian England where they would like bath on their birthday and that.
oh, they're horrible hygiene standards.
Man, and do you know what? Usually when you hear stuff like this, yeah, you don't expect IC3 in this moment. Like, and I couldn't believe it.
I expect the leg washing debates.
Yeah. You're not expecting.
That's
I can't
the
believe
game.
that, man. Fuck off.
How does he feel comfortable in that though?
He's a tramp and he just went online as well. Like, that's the media
know what?
footprint is forever, bro.
No, yeah. Speaking of tramps, I've seen some disgusting things. Yeah, there's a brother who he bust case. Yeah, and he was on trial for one of the most diabolic things. Basically, he bust case for having sex with a pony.
Huh?
Yep, Donnie was on trial for having sex with a pony. And he bust case.
Stop that.
Man who sneaked into a stable and had sex with Shetland pony avoids jail. And they got a picture of him on the front. Just a normal well, I say normal. There's nothing normal about a man that wants to smash cheeks with a pony's cheeks, bro. But here he is, bro. I think his name's Ogier. I don't know if that's a Nigerian name. Do you want to read it and verify? Whoa. Because if that is, you men are done bad.
Nah, it's Jamaican.
Jerry.
Hold on. Let me see his name.
Ogeare.
Damn, we used to be forward.
Surname origin.
Nah. It's nasty.
Where does it come from?
It could be Cameroonian though.
I don't know. I mean, the name's looking Irish, but
Gary.
Sometimes
there you go. Because think about it.
But hold on, no. It's not included the A. We gotta get there because it feels. Anyway, listen.
Give me the vote. No, give me that.
At the end of the day, that's disgusting what he's done. I don't know. I don't know where it's from. We don't know.
You know what?
Inconclusive
See the
data.
Uni Cup, yeah?
But the picture was horrible.
Because
the picture was horrible.
Winning it by tried to by Hygiene and that. Jamaica just done a madness with
the pony. He took that Genuine song way too seriously, bro.
If you want.
Nasty work.
Right.
My Little Pony, you know. Little dollies, bro. Sick you, bro. What's sickening about this, yeah? You look at the picture of my man, yeah? Keep singing. You look at the picture of my man. And people like this, yeah? They're just amongst us. Bro, walking around Tesco's. In pure gym. Asking you, yo. How long you got left on this set, mate?
Take me till my limits.
Flip's sake, bro.
This is nasty.
No, but you know what's the scariest part, bro? How many times are you rubbing shoulders with people like this, bro?
I promise that you won't want to get up.
Frick's sake, fam. Finished.
Oh, no.
This study.
How can you say it's a pony song too seriously? You don't know how funny it is. All I can hear is.
The part that I can't even imagine, yeah? On the farm visits. Everyone's just normally enjoying the experience.
He's got the song looping in his head.
He's looking for Wingman.
Do you guys want to pet the ponies? Sick.
Hey, let's move on.
He's just sweating.
Nasty work, bro.
Hey, guys, come on. Back in the car. We have to pivot. Guys. We're talking about big up. We have to talk about documentaries, bro.
Oh, brother.
We're getting into the docs. Listen, right now, yeah, you lot, I'm just going to let you know at home. Deep dive. Con Mum. Now, shout out Will, yeah, because Will said, hey, man,
you man have to watch this. Listen, yeah. I mean, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, but you need to watch it. We're about to get into it.
And understand, I don't even think spoiler, because we're going to try our best, but we're going to fuck it up and talk.
We're going to spoil it. We're going to spoil some stuff still. So yeah, that's your disclaimer. Go forward as you wish. Either way, it's a hell of a doc.
Yeah.
And I didn't learn anything about it. I saw, literally, in a group, I pressed play.
I hit the trailer. I watched the trailer.
You watched the trailer?
Just to get a taste of where this was going. I just didn't know what was, you know what I mean? And I went straight into it.
See, okay, so I went into it blind. I didn't know what it was. I just saw Con Mum and I pressed play. Mm-hmm. Bam. That was my experience. What did you do? Did you know what it was?
Same for me. I think I tried to guess. I saw Con Mum and I thought, okay, maybe it's like a Tiger Mum kind of situation. Or, you know, there's like Honey Boo Boo, that parent that kind of just spent all their kids' money. I was thinking, maybe it's going to be something like that. Like it's going to be some sort of overbearing parent or some parent that's really involved in their child's success and then just took advantage.
So do you want to do a synopsis and then we can just get into that shit?
Okay, cool. So basically, you got a regular guy, he's living his life, he's a chef, Hakkasan, he's doing his thing. He seems to be doing quite well financially.
Doing very well.
He's like, one day gets an email from someone claiming to be his mum. Bear in mind, he's never known his mum. So this is like a shot out the dark. He's like, yo, what do you mean? Tells his missus, they go back, ask questions. What's my middle name? Do I even have a middle name? And all the answers, they're correct. So he's like, rah, this could be legit. They meet. Visually, it kind of checks out.
It does.
It checks out and you think, okay, this could be legit.
And let me pause you just there.
Go on.
So you have to understand something. I'm watching this documentary with no understanding, don't know anything about it, but then it's speaking to me direct now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's speaking to me direct. He's never met his mum before. It's his biological and he's got a chance. So I'm invested in this one.
I couldn't even think about it.
I'm in this story beyond now because I'm like, whoa. So he's got because I found my birth certificate and it just had a different name on it. So I was like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at this thing. I know I'm understanding, but then my story is just, it's too late for my story, if that makes sense. But so I'm watching this thing thinking, well, he gets the ending that I can't get. But so I'm invested in him. I know I'm rooting for him and I'm just rooting for him. And I can, when his wife is talking, it sounds like they're not together. But in how the documentary's sounding.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling a way about the wife already.
Yeah.
I'm prejudiced against the wife already. Carry on.
So it continues now and mum shows up and mum shows up like she's balling. She shows up on some, I'm wealthy. Like,
in fact, she even said that she was, what was it? That she was the illegitimate child of the Sultan of Brunei.
That's right.
And if you know anything about that family, the peas are, Long doesn't begin to describe what those peas are.
That's right.
Like the one
I didn't even know they owned the Dorchester Hotel.
Oh, do they?
That's theirs.
Right. Yeah.
That's their thing.
The money that they have is like
Different.
Yeah.
It's like Saudi money.
Yeah. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. So she's coming on some, I'm a big time player. Like, you know, it's all sweet niceties of just catch up. I can't believe I found you, rare tear tear. And then she's like, listen, I'm rich. Do you know what I mean? But I want to give this down to you guys. Right? But the truth is, I'm ill. I've got a terminal illness. I got weeks, months to live. And I just want to spend my days with you, my child.
And I think something she said where she was like, I want to pay you back for, was it 45 years?
She goes, I want to give you a gift to pay you back for the time I've lost. Let's go out. I want to get you a car.
Gets, man. And she twangs, man.
And not any car.
But we don't realize the twang and then all the stuff until the end. But it's like, it gets him the range.
The range.
And SVR.
And then says, wait, your missus, she ain't got a whip, has she? Get her one, because she's going to need one.
Now, the thing is, what's important to remember, I think, in the story is that so far, everything checks out.
It's right.
She's going to Dorchester. She's known by the door people. She's going to the showrooms for different vehicles, for Rolls Royce and all these places.
That's right.
And she's known. They're all kind of like...
Even when he asked the car dealership guy,
she says,
he goes, wait, have you seen her before? He goes, yeah, she bought 2 Phantoms off me before.
Bam.
Straight away, you're thinking... certified.
Certi. And she looks like the man. She looks like him.
Yeah.
So and because she had that information, she had the big boy information, and I was thinking to myself, well, what the fuck's going on? Because she knows this guy, and she's lovely, and she's bought him a whip. And I'm thinking...
she's not asking for anything.
She's not asking for nothing.
And I'm putting myself in his shoes, because I'm saying... Okay,
that would twang me.
No, I'm saying, okay, you just imagine your mum was still alive and you're him, yeah? I'm twanged in that moment because I'm desperate for
disconnection.
Mum. I am desperate for a mum. I'm waiting for the mum and she's now here in front of me. I'm not seeing the thing properly. Are you with me? But her biggest move, where she's just a cold-blooded. This woman, yeah, I hated her, bro. Bro, I had to stop it. I stopped it. I stopped the show. I couldn't watch all of it. I couldn't watch it in one sitting. I wanted to kill her. I wanted, because I could feel where I was going. It was when they went to what's that country? Zurich. The Zurich twang. They went to the Zurich bank to go because she's gonna hand over her wealth.
That's right. And they've got to arrange the paperwork. So they've got to sit down with the top ranking guy in the bank. I'm talking out of hours upstairs in the bank. They've got the lawyer there and they're talking through what this is going to look like. Donnie's hearing all this bamboozled back of information.
He's a super millionaire.
That's right.
All he can hear is, I'm rich. And the wife's involved in the thing. That's why we'll talk about the wife. I want to hear what you lot think about that. But in his head, and he's just had the youth. They've gone to Zurich to go and get generational wealth. Right. The missus is like, it's a bit a lot, but go there, bring the bread back.
And then the thing about the Zurich is, okay, originally I think they're supposed to go for, is it like a week?
That's right. And that trip got extended,
3 weeks. 4 weeks.
Brother.
5 weeks.
Brother.
He came back just in time.
The drinks that they're having at Zurich, bro. You're not even talking about the wine and the champagne.
It's when the friend
20 bags.
The friend that he invited along was just like, yo, we're drinking the finest wine as if it's tap water.
And he's from Zurich.
He goes, I couldn't believe how we were eating every single day.
Caviar.
Normal.
Everything was on deck.
And it's mad because but this is where it gets interesting and the cracks start to show in the story. Yeah. Because the mum, as the son goes away, asks the brethren and says to him, I want to buy you a house. He's like, you want to buy me a house? He goes, yeah. You're here too, your family now. I want to buy you a house. He goes, wow. He's like, raw. Like, she goes, yeah.
Call me grandma.
Call me grandma. I'll sort it out. He's like, okay, cool. And then she goes, but if I'm going to do this for you.
No, she takes him to go see houses, remember?
Oh, that's right. That's right. They go to see houses. And it's one of the ones he's like,
best houses.
I can't manage. I couldn't afford to run this house. So they land on a house that he's like, okay, cool. Well, this one, yeah, sure. So then I
can never have it. No, you remember that line? She said, I can never have this house because I can't afford to run it. And she goes, because the house is like 3 million. He says, do you know what? I'm going to give you 7 million.
That's right.
She offers him more bread.
To manage the yard.
To manage the yard. And because of how she's moving and she's known in all these hotels, she looks like she's got that kind of thing, but go true.
So then at the end of this convo now, because he's like besides himself, like, rah. And she goes, but because I'm going to do this for you, you have to do something for me. This is just my culture. So he's like, okay, what do you mean? He goes, give me 2,000 euros.
Because my
money's tied up.
Yeah,
give me 2,000 euros because it's all tied up in the thing.
The checking and savings.
The checking and the savings. And the COVID, because of COVID, remember COVID happened?
She used COVID.
So I can't even
weaponize COVID.
So straight away, he's like, that's weird. You mean you've got no access to cash and you're this rich? Something seems off. But it's not really a big thing because so far the optics, they are hitting all the cylinders.
Everything's done.
And they're just like peppering the show with like these Instagram shots of just stacks of cash.
When I see the son inside the Jeep, and he looked like a little boy, bro. That's the part that was making me sad, is when I'm seeing him in Switzerland and they're sitting there and bro, they're smiling that he's doing. He's got his mum, bro.
Bro, and that's why I was burning.
I can hear it still.
Bro, I was burning. I was on fire. Kill this woman. Literally, this I've never said.
Yo, that's wild,
kill
bro.
This old woman. That's all in my head. I swear to God, I thought this old woman needs to die, and I need to hear that she's dead. And that's where I'm at. You know, I got home to books, and I said, I'm pissed off. Like she goes, what's wrong? I goes, I've been listening to guys doing like some audio book type thing.
Yeah.
I've been listening to this thing, and I can't tell you how this thing's triggering me, but. I think this is the most wicked because he's gone to Zurich and he's there now. And then she's G-checking the wife. The wife's had a newborn.
Badding up the wife.
She's batting up the wife. And the wife's on some, when he coming home, he's in Zurich for how long?
5 weeks.
No, I swear it's longer because he couldn't get home for... It was
It's like
when
5
get
weeks,
close to
isn't it?
He
Christmas.
came home Christmas Eve.
3 months.
Yeah.
Since we were before.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, snap. Shame.
3.5 months. He missed because she kept saying, I'm going to die soon.
Oh, right.
She said,
that's right, because you remember
the blood
in the toilet. So she's like fainting to pass out and all this type of stuff. So there's bare emergency moments that are happening in the midst of this for her to obviously give him the insight into the fact that she's sick and dying, right?
Yes.
So then we get to the end of this doc, and now we start to unleash all the chinks in the story.
But the important thing about this is that for the first half of this is a fairy tale.
It's a lovely story.
It's amazing.
And I could feel the car crash.
But it's just like the chinks start to appear. The little inconsistencies.
That's right.
The story should tell. She suddenly was getting people to, I'm going to invest in your company. But again, I need you to do something for me. Here's 2.5 mil and I'm investing in your company. But I need you to send me some peas.
She took some people
But you
for
can't tell my
200,000. She took someone for 200,000. So the 200,000 that she had, they were living on that money. Basically, she was Ponzi scheming people. Like she'll grab their peas to live big, to
come and finesse
carry
you.
on the finesse. So everyone was a big finesse, bro. She had the
There
couple.
was more of them, more victims.
Oh, we saw that later.
When them men started getting on the thing talking about she was using money from me to finance this trip to go there, and then everything was don't tell Graham.
And then the thing was,
That's the
even
son.
with some people, what she'd do is say, I know my son doesn't care about me. He just wants me for my money. But you're different.
Nah, it's bro, do you know what burnt me though? Because the bread came out the account the first time. The wife, it's him and his wife were not on.
They weren't on the same accord.
They weren't on the same
We've
accord.
had to deal with this.
But I understand it though, because he was so twanged. He was like a kid in love with a shit girlfriend. So he couldn't see it.
So exactly that. And then this is where we start to see the reality of what's been going on. So when they're in the hotel in Zurich, that's coming out of a credit card that he took out in order to pay for this.
His wife about.
He didn't tell his wife. So she's getting the bills at home and finding out the truth.
I think it was first, wasn't it? He dipped into the savings first though.
He dipped into savings first, but then also they got a bill for the whips.
That's the one that burnt me.
That was supposed to be
That's
a
the
gift.
one that burnt me the most.
I think the deposit was paid by the mum.
Yeah.
4 bags.
Then she didn't make one payment after that.
She paid 4 bags, and do you know how I know this guy's still a muggle? Because the way he was talking about the story, he said, I get the car thing. She said, she can't buy me a whip if I turn out to be like a prick. Like he kind of bathed it out to say, I understand they're not doing it, like just paying off a car, because she needs to see if I'm a normal guy or not. I'm thinking, you're an idiot. And he took it out in his name. In his name. That's 2 whips that they're thinking she's so nice.
She's pulled up to a whip and said, I got one and you got one to the missus. So I'm telling you right now, I think to give the wife Mary, as a woman, when you see your man get twanged financially like that, you got to be able to say, you can't lead us nowhere.
No. Because she's not going to get off that easy.
No.
We're going to talk about...
Okay, we'll get to her separately.
We have to get to her.
But that one there, that one has got to be one of the ones you look at your brother and go, so you just let man walk into the cash point. Just take your piece.
No, but they both got whips.
I hear it. But at the same time,
whips.
Well, you see when you're signing your name and you're putting your name through the credit check, surely at some point when someone's got to say to you, this is weird,
No,
Everything.
but like when you're having to move around money to make payments for things that you know you couldn't afford and wouldn't buy in the first place, for someone who...
You can't... No one can come to my yard. No second.
Yeah,
no one can come to my yard, pick me up and say, brother, I got something for you. I'm like, oh, rah, let me get my jacket. And we're on the dealership and I'm writing my name and my sort code and bank details to take out a whip. Why is that happening to me?
Here you go. So, Trav, remember I was talking about that Tory Lanez thing and said, what, you going to talk to your boy and say, what's going on? This guy ain't got no man them. Because that can't happen to you. And then, because you got to tell me.
Oh, is it like the family photo situation?
No, this is what you say to your brethren. Oh. Orphan. Callback.
The family's happen.
Well, they on the callback thing.
You can't even call back to a reaction video they ain't seen. When you see the reaction video, you're going to come back to this moment and know what this is about. Wait. Sicko guy. Keep going.
So understand this, This you has no friends. Because that can't happen. You got twanged.
Friends or not, bro?
No, because if you bought a whip, You can't tell me your new mum that just came back into your life has bought you a range. I got to see the range. You pull up, raw range, yeah? And when I was like, so what? She just copped you a range.
She just copped my
and
whip,
said,
bro.
nah, so imagine I've gone, yeah, and then I put my name down. I say, raw. Wait, what?
That's crazy.
So you financed the whip, but she put the deposit.
You put your name
she paid
down.
deposit.
So you're doing finance?
It's a finance.
You got this on finance?
So you got,
You have this on finance?
No, because
so you bought yourself a whip on
obviously,
finance.
No, because she's gonna be covering it.
and she,
But why is
she's
it
got
in your
money,
name,
but she
though?
doesn't want to meet. She wants to see if I'm going to be like real or not. So
So hold on, the Sultan, illegitimate Sultan.
She ain't got that up front.
She don't have that.
She ain't got that up front.
Her money's wrapped up in thingy. So why'd you buy the whip today?
He didn't need it today.
wait, it's like all your money in all of the world is wrapped up, and you're in a Swiss bank account. That you somehow you can't like the ad. It doesn't even make sense.
But you needed this today.
But no, I could understand, and this is why I said that. Like, we have to talk about this woman, you know, because she's not getting off scot-free. His wife can't get off scot-free, bro.
No, but also what we have to understand is, yeah, you see when someone is a perfect mark, this guy was the perfect mark for what the mum was operating.
Yeah.
She knew I've got you bang to rights, the emotional ties.
Yes.
Where this journey with me is taking you, you are going to do everything I say. So it doesn't stop there with the cars. It's the hotels that they're staying at. He's paying for everything. Everything is on a, I'm going to pay you back. So he's going back to the wife and saying, yeah, look, you're getting upset about this bit of change. We're getting
getting generational wealth.
I've got to do these things because this is what she wants to do for us. So the wife is like, I'm tentatively watching along with this story. You lot go do your thing. To be fair, she's just become a new mom, so she's glad to have the break because she culturally there's a clash in terms of how the grandma wants to operate with the child, the grandchild. So she's already like, you've just came into my life. I don't know you like that, and you're very heavy-handed with how you operate. She's rude to the wife when the husband's not around. So there's a lot of things going on.
But they just weren't talking. There was a lack of communication happening.
Yeah, but the husband he's back to La La Land, bro. When I saw him cheesing at the dinner in Switzerland,
He was so happy.
pouring the wine,
She
stuff
fed
for his
him.
boy. Bro, this guy, he's turned into a youth. So he's making childlike decisions because mummy's back. Then you start to see the piece of the puzzle come together. Mummy's got this same operation running with like 3 or 4 different people. So sometimes mummy doesn't have money, then out of nowhere, she's got money.
She's got money again.
I got the hotel, meet me at the hotel.
And you don't think this feeble lady is a criminal? That's her gift.
You see,
her gift is
it's in the eyes.
You don't believe this woman is a criminal, like because she's in a chair, she's doing all the stuff she's doing. You wouldn't believe it.
See, this is.
But the criminality starts to get worse though.
Thank you.
Because it's not even that there's cracks, it's like the frame just starts to break. So, but from the mum's perspective, I mean, his missus with the child, she's just seeing bills and him enjoying himself and money just coming out of the account. But the mum starts to do things to manipulate. Every time I think he started to kind of question, she would put press on the I'm about to die thing.
That's right.
So much so she sent me a picture of like blood in the toilet.
That's the coldest.
But then the thing about it was later on, he was looking around like I think her room.
He goes in the hotel room. He starts to inspect her stuff, and he finds red food coloring.
Bro, kill this bitch. I didn't even get before. Like, no, seriously, yeah.
That level of grand manipulation is dark.
You are a killer. Like, you have to understand something, and it hit me differently because I was thinking, shit, I could understand it. Imagine if my mum pulled up one day and said, "Yeah, this is the story," and then you're just like,
"You're gonna break bread."
You're breaking bread. You're breaking bread, and because you're so warped in. I'm looking at him smiling. He's nestled in a because it's that the dream of I finally met.
I got my mum back.
I finally got my mum back, and then you're like. So now when they've worked out, because his brethren, the wife and the friend was talking, and do you know what it was that pissed me off when I talk about the wife? Yeah, everyone was in it on the greed thing. The wife was like and she understood it as well. She understood his need for this thing. She understood this need for this thing. So he's tapped. He's no longer. He's not here. Yeah, her being able to understand what was going on for him. And her greed that allowed him to continue. 3 months and the red flags were going off for her. I don't understand where the disconnect happened. But then because she's had a brand new baby, that's probably why she's not
her head was focused on the child.
On the youth.
Yeah, but then on top of that, he wasn't focused on the child. So you've got the possibility of postpartum in the mix.
Yeah.
At the same time as he's swanning around doing big extravagance and killing the finances of the household.
And not told her.
Yeah. So these things leave lasting effects on a woman.
Yeah.
Because that's the most vulnerable place in her life.
But he's a vulnerable youth.
Yes, I hear it. And
He's beyond vulnerable, bro.
You've just had your own child, bro. So then her value of importance, I promise you, he loses every single time in that debate. So what's happened is, in this exchange, unfortunately, he lost his wife's respect. And it did not return. Yes, she was there to see that the red flags, they're all there. So now she's doing her own research into this woman's past. She's finding old birth certificates. She's looking for previous criminal records and finding out, right, you've got a different name here. Your birth certificate's different here. Then she finds an old trial that she was 30, 40 years ago. She was up for trial. Fraud. Again. She goes, right, she's been doing this for 40 years.
She's a seasoned criminal.
And this is what,
so now there's speculation. She hasn't even proved she's actually your mum.
And you know what? This is where I was hoping for him. This is where, because I was already hurting, but I was like, please don't be his mum. Because we report to the police. The police are on something of, look, if it's not blood related,
that's right,
we can do something. The fact that she's his mum and she looks like that, we can't help you.
You can't prove coercion as well, because it's like, well, you've willingly given
to your mum.
Yeah,
it's your mum. Now, bro, I'm waiting for this. I'm waiting for the DNA test.
He takes the test,
and I'm saying, please, bro, I'm on some pleading internally, though.
And the thing is, you'd think after all of this has happened, this person who scammed all these people, obviously this is just an elaborate hoax. This person can't possibly be their mother, because who would do that to their child? Right?
Absolutely. When he reads that letter and it says 99.9% chance that is your mum, I thought to myself, what the fuck do you do now? It's the part of that film where you go, oh, then we're fucked then.
We're not honest.
Because what? That's your blood mum. So now he's thinking, wait, no, why would you do that to me? This is the most devastating part. He reaches out now, confronts her on some, I know what you're doing. I've spoken to the others. It is, and now she's just like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I can't change.
I shouldn't do that to you.
I'm sorry, okay? I can't change. I'm sorry, I can't change. Hangs up. It's like,
and you know, it's as if a living hurricane just came and lived with you and destroyed your life for like a year or so.
Bro, I lost my wife.
Just disappeared.
I missed the first 3 months of my youths being born. I missed everything, bro. The pills that she was taking, are just like
for
blood pressure pills because she's having bare sugar in the hotels in the Dorchester. She's taking liberties. Nah. So she's regulating. You know
what the reveal was like, yeah? And even one of the other victims was even going through the same thing. It's like, you know when you watch Catfish and the dream that they have of this person, and the reality is like, oh, right, it's been you this entire time. That I was chatting to. Like, and it's like, sometimes it's some massive brother. You're like, how did you even change your voice? And it's like, yeah, I'll put it through your sound machine. And it's just like the sunken feeling that he had, along with the other victim, where it's just like, I really thought you cared about me.
No, you, man.
But don't you think there was still a little bit of him that was kind of like, still kind of happy that he had a mum?
And this is why.
And not just that, but he still has a mum.
She's not his mum.
I hear what you're saying.
This is why, I'm telling you, like, I felt like you, man, watched it, but you couldn't feel it in the same way as
your experience was going to be different.
I was watching this thing. Fucked. I said, because what was burning is, so you're telling me if it weren't for COVID, you wouldn't have reached out.
Because
he has to sit down with that one.
The only reason
the burner. Let's
just explain that. The only reason why she was even in the same country and would have formulated this plan is because COVID blocked her return flight to Was it Bangkok?
Yeah, to do.
I know. Was it like a week
to go and do more stuff? So by a few days, she missed being able to fly back because of lockdown. So her being there now just said, "Oh, let me shout my son as I'm here.
I'm gonna mark my son,
and I'm gonna go and get his piece."
And I ruined his whole life.
Dark.
Dion.
The guy lost his missus. He lost the whip. He's got 2 whips now that he's paying finance.
No, let me say 300. Wait, it's 300,000 in the hole before.
Before
anything.
Rebuilding his life.
Bro.
And then you got him there saying like, you know, at the end of the day, I was able to pick my life up because of my friends talking about the other chefs that he works with. And I was just like, I feel for this brother, man, because that's not where you wanted to be. You was actually good. You were fine until an email came through one day.
Like, he's building a great life. He's a chef. He's well known. He's kind of getting his name out there and had been written about in papers and stuff. And it's almost as if maybe she was just reading the paper and by chance she kind of just, that's my son.
It's a 50 Cent thing, you know. See when 50 Cent maxes you in power.
Oh, for flip's sake.
It's a 50 Cent thing. That's the only act. Bro, as soon as you says, I'm so sorry, I don't know what to do, yeah?
I can't change.
I can't change. See you soon. See you soon, because I had to hear that. I needed demise. That's what you can't be allowed to walk this earth knowing what you did to me. There's no chance, man. How? You ruined everything and had caviar and enjoyment at the same time.
What do you think the lesson is in that documentary?
The lesson in this, unfortunately, is if it sounds too good to be true, it probably friggin' is.
No.
I don't care.
The lesson is communication between the husband and wife.
No, that's not.
I'm telling you,
that's not the first. That's not the priority lesson in this. I'm sorry. The first lesson here is if it looks too good to be true, it is. Someone shows up and says they're a millionaire and they want to give all their money to you, bruv. What are you telling me right now?
I think that's slightly different.
And you're putting in bread into this, bro. There's so many parts of this that where it's like, bro.
So you lot tell me all your lessons, because I got a lesson, you got a lesson.
There's more than one. There's more than one.
I think for me, it made me look at like what people consider to be family, and obviously, you know, blood is important, but it can't be the only factor. You know what I mean? Like, yes, you were born of this woman. Yes, she's your mother. Yes, you had a period of time where you felt like you were alone in the world and you had no family, but just because she's your blood doesn't mean she's your family. Yes, you are related.
That's big facts.
But and I think it's that thing that sometimes we can lean on family to fulfill a role that maybe they're not really able to. And that doesn't say that family's not important. There's a place for family, and if you're in a family where that all works out well, then it's great. But I think it's mindful for some people, especially in terms of wanting something so bad, that you become blind to seeing the reality in front of you. And I think sometimes it can happen with family where, because they're your family, you kind of make excuses for behavior that doesn't really make sense. Things are happening that if someone had come to you with a situation and said to you, I'm going through this or I'm experiencing this, what do you think I should do? And they're like, well, obviously that person doesn't really care about you. But again, because it's family, because this guy seemed like he was quite sensible.
I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, you've also got to make space for the fact that this happens to people who they're not related to. Catfish, for example.
Yeah, everyone. Look at the people that she got, the big businesses that she got. I don't think it's a family, because she was... Her marks was not family. She just happened to mark him because there was nowhere else to go. So she marked him.
That's right.
So her marks, but she does the family thing. That's how she gets people in. Call me grandma, this, that, and the other. You know what, people? We're getting over to Patreon. We're getting over to Patreon side. I'm going to tell you what I got from it. You're going to say a bit more in depth what you got from it. Then we're going to move on. But definitely lock in, because ending the conversation here is crazy. This is your battery dying. And where's your charger? Yeah? Listen, all you got to do is, how much is it? The price of a coffee? That's light. Follow us. Get over there. I know what I thought from this thing, so I want to see you over there.